I met you out and about like at several bars, and what the Knights Ministry does is you literally walk the town at night between like 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. and help people in need. I love the fact that you're not preaching to people. You're out there, you're having drinks with people. You're really one of them. You really care about helping people as opposed to, knowing the Bible perfectly well kind of thing. And that's what
and I do, but
yeah. And you could use it when you need it, right? Because there is some wisdom in there, actually.
Well, often people think I'm also in costume. I mean, San Francisco is a city of costumes, so I can.
How do you prove your
I can quote something just like that. Yes, I can. Night Ministry actually started in 1964. So if you can picture San Francisco in the 60s, right? Some of you lived through it. And it was an interesting time. A lot of people coming here from all over the country, all over the world with hopes and dreams. There were very few social services in the city at that time. A lot of folks came here to experience freedom and life as they hoped it would be, and then they realized maybe it wasn't going to be quite so grand and lovely and fabulous. Night Ministry began to be a crisis intervention and counseling program, so the young folks then, if they found themselves in trouble, had some place to turn. We still have a lot of folks who are lonely and anxious and afraid, a lot of young folks coming to the city but not really knowing what they want to do or not finding social services that are meeting their needs. People who are in crisis still.
Well, San Francisco used to be a city where you could kind of just show up, and hopefully, with the luck with you, you could just wing it, get a couple of jobs, stay with a bunch of people in a room. But I think now, with the rents going up so high, it's even more catastrophic for these kids to come in and be able to find a place.
Right. When people see you at a bar, for example, do they feel awkward? Do they come up to you, or do you usually go up to help them if you see?
Sometimes people feel awkward.
Yeah.
Sometimes people make the assumption that I'm with one of the evangelical churches or maybe the Roman Catholic Church, and that I'm there to make them feel guilty or to feel shame or to change their behavior. Mm-hmm. And so they wonder. So a lot of times that's the first question, who are you and why are you here? Once they hear about Night Ministry and they learn really who I am, then I think they feel much more at ease. And then, so many people really do have a spiritual background or something, a foundation, something that speaks to them. So maybe the questions they have are spiritual, but maybe they also then can feel comfortable with Night Ministry, and we can help them through some of the difficulties of life. So it's everything from a prayer and a simple conversation to hardcore crisis intervention and counseling.
Wow, and what have you learned by doing this? Anything that kind of stands out?
Well, people are people, and most of us go through difficult times. And when you go through difficult times in your life, no matter what its cause, it really is helpful if you have somebody that can be there with you and listen to you, support you, encourage you, and give you the information that you might need to make good decisions to have a better day tomorrow.
There's a lot of change happening in San Francisco, and there's a lot of tech people kind of taking over the city. Is there anything you can do to help them, or help sort of what's happening
help us?
Pray for us. Any thoughts on that?
That's a tough one. I think what we need to do is help the new folks in San Francisco, the tech folks who don't know people who have been here for a while, get to know them and help them understand what really San Francisco always has been about and always will be about. And that's that anybody's welcome here, and we love our diversity, we love self-expression, we love the freedoms that San Francisco has to offer, and we love to have them here too, but we want them to be a part of the fabric of our society.
Become a part of it, not just take and not put back.
That's exactly right.
I agree with you completely on that.
Because workaholism is an addiction also.
Indeed.
What do you think about kink.com and porn and this kind of place?
This is not my first time here.
Yeah.
And I'm delighted to be back.